Hey, what's up, everyone? There was a program of Dr. Phil that I happened to see a few minutes ago because it re-aired. And it was about this woman who says that she had been hacked for 5 years and that various things were happening in her life that were getting in the way of her daily activities and her daily life. And Dr. Phil wasn't buying any of it. Dr. Phil didn't believe her. Dr. Phil, for one thing, didn't understand. He stated something at the end that I don't agree with whatsoever, at all. I don't agree with the fact that Dr. Phil... Well, let me just give you an overview of her story first. She and Andy, her husband, claim their lives have been torn apart by a vicious hacker or hackers or something that is messing with her devices. They say it'll stop at nothing to torture them. She's suspicious of everyone being the hacker, because even her own family, because her devices have been messed up. Everything has happened. Dr. Phil came on, made a mockery of it, basically. He said, if there's no evidence of it, then it's not real. If it doesn't happen around other people, then it's not real. But her husband stated, well, something happened around him. The device is messed up. She would get various images. Images would distort and mess up, and just kind of, she would have random phone numbers that would change. He said that she claimed that things would shift on her. And here's the kicker. When she went into the grocery store, she would mess up the computers. Dr. Phil finds that to all be an illusion of the brain. Dr. Phil finds it to be an illusion of the mind. Well, I got news. All of those, he had on experts. And he said, we found no evidence of any of it being real. He said, we took the phone for 10 days. And he said, nothing happened to it. We took our devices for 10 days and nothing happened to them. Yeah, around them. People like myself, when I've walked into the grocery store, I have screwed up their computers. When I was high-strung, I've messed up the computers, melted the hard drives, totally destroyed devices. The alarm would go off in the building when I would go by. Lights would blow. Around me. When I'm holding my phone, it'll screw up. Hand it to my mama or someone else, and it won't mess up. It'll stop messing up. The device will drain. My phone will drain. Items will drain. The power drain. Headband lights will flicker. A few days ago, a headband light was flickering like crazy, and I commanded something to stop messing with me. I said, if I want to communicate or say something, I will. And it brightened up 100%. My phone has gone from 100% down to nothing in no time. They claim to try to charge the phone and everything, and around them nothing happened. Yeah, because that's the way it goes. But my parents have been, just like her husband, my parents have been 100% witness to what I deal with. And all of those so-called experts, even her children, claim that weird things claim to happen around her, but yet they don't happen to them, so there's no reason to believe it. There's something about these two here that if you look at them, you can see there's some strangeness. There's something strange about them. Especially her. She's got something strange in her bloodline. In her blood, in her genetics or in her spirit, and him as well. And other people, everyone else that doesn't experience it, they don't believe it. Dr. Phil and all of those so-called experts that don't experience it, they don't understand it. Myself, personally, I have walked into the grocery store and they'll go, well, the computer just froze. We'll have to go to another line. I've walked up to the register. The person in front of me had no problem. The person in front of them had no problem. Sometimes when I walk up in there, When I'm at the moment I'm at the register, I'm next in line, it freezes. Or it won't read the card. Or it won't work. The computer will screw up. I walk out, next person, fine. Or I screw up the computer system altogether and they have to go to another register. And they said it hasn't done this all day and now it's going to mess up. Or the computer screen melts. In school, I melted a computer screen. It was like everything on there started doing this. Just melting down. Like this. That's what it's like. Everything started melting downward. And just like blood dripping. Just melting. It did something impossible. I fried 3 computers in one class. 3. And it's happened to me throughout my life. And these so-called experts that try to explain the unexplainable and call it a hallucination, or say that it doesn't exist because others don't experience it, they are wrong. And feeding to the line of bull and the jargon that they try to push out. And it frustrates me and it annoys me. Because so many people, and then they laugh about it. The audience laughs about it. So many people watch these programs and are manipulated by them. So they're going to think that, oh no, none of that exists. None of that exists. But it does. You all know it. I know it. I've spoken to many of you out there that go through the exact same thing, so you know. Just want to talk about it. My email's below. PayPal is below, as well as Patreon. Much love and peace. If you have similar experiences, let me know. Give your thoughts on this. It's beyond what they understand. Speaking of something strange, this evening, a black SUV pulled off the side of the road as I was walking the dog in the yard. And there were these people in black, like men in black. And they were staring at me. And then they drove off, kind of pulled off into the ditch more, which is a huge ditch. It's a huge dip. And they started pulling off even more to the side of the road. And then they pulled off into the ditch more. So then I get my phone out and start recording. And as I start recording and turn the phone over toward them, I turn around and they're gone. Just disappeared. And you would have heard them. I would have heard them go back on the road with the rumble bumps, because there's these bumps on the side of the road that they put in there where people will supposedly hit. They'll wake up if they're asleep or whatever. It's supposedly for safety, but it's complete bullcrap because it messes up your tires and it's annoying. And they should put them a lot further out than what they do, but they don't put them very far out on this road, on our roads in this county, because the people ahead of it are stupid. They're just crazy. They do some of the craziest things. But anyway, and the vehicle was there, and it disappeared by the time I turned back around. While I was walking the dog, they were watching me. I got the sense, 100%, that they were watching me. They were staring at me. It was a black SUV and individuals in black. Kind of like the Men in Black situation. But they were watching me. And I got that feeling. And the dog, he just stared at them. He just stared over there. And then he just kind of walked along after that. And they disappeared. But I'll share that in another video. Peace. Much love. We are not crazy. You all are not crazy. And I'm tired of them feeding the jargon, feeding the line of crap that anyone that experiences anything that differs from the norm of society or the normal of society that they create as the normal standard are crazy. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that narrative that you're crazy if you experience anything that doesn't match what is considered normal. That's all I've got to say. Peace and much love. I know firsthand, my parents know firsthand after being with me, like her husband, once he was with her, he experienced the strangeness. My parents have experienced much strangeness when around me. So that's all I've got to say. They've witnessed it as 100% proof. Peace, much love. Think beyond the veil. And don't let mainstream media fool you. Which, you all know this, but I wish more others would. I thought we were heading in a direction where more people were waking up to things, but it seems like it's going another direction now. Peace, much love, bye. My links are below: PayPal, Patreon, and email. Bye.